Welcome back to another episode of Lone Star College Football. We've got some big news in college football and potentially the NFL room, where Jim Harbaugh might be looking at some offers to make his move back to the NFL. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into the recruiting class that Michigan has, the transfer portal that Michigan has, and how this might affect all of that. Michigan locker room might just be about to fall completely apart. And we're going to get into all that right after this intro.
Like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up.
All right, Logan, you're the one who sent me the news for Jim Harbaugh, and man, I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, same.
It seems like he enjoys it there.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking too. But apparently, reading this article from CBS Sports, it's saying that he actually interviewed with the Vikings after last season, after he took the Wolverines back to their, I believe it was their first Big Ten championship in quite a long time. He's been at Michigan for 8 years, 74-25. You informed me that he is 0-6 in bowl games, so he's never won a bowl game, which kind of
I don't know if
surprised me.
he might have won in the first two seasons. I don't know, but I read a thing that said he was 0-6.
Oh, in the past six?
He's lost the last six that he's been in. And but the thing is do you think Michigan, man, you start throwing the bag at him, right? Y'all beat Ohio State 2 years in a row. You've made the playoffs 2 years in a row. Yes, you lost in the semifinals, but how many there's 126 other college football programs who would love to be in the situation that Michigan has been in for the last 2 years. So you got to imagine they're about to throw the bag at them.
Yeah, I mean, you would think so. I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense because their recruiting classes aren't as good as you would expect coming from a team that's made the playoffs the past 2 years. I mean, right now they're at 17.
Yeah. But they're number 4 in the transfer rank. So they're getting high-quality transfers coming in. Man, I don't know.
It's crazy to me because, I mean, he was 44-19-1 at the 49ers from 2011 to 2014. Why he came to college football? Maybe because he was tired of getting beat up.
No, he got fired. He's not going back to the 49ers. I know you said that that's one team that we're looking at him, but he's not going back. He got fired. He went to the Super Bowl, lost to his brother, and then the next 2 years made the playoffs again. And one of those years, I'm pretty sure they lost to the Seahawks in the semifinal, or the whatever they call it, the conference division champ, whatever. Obviously, we're a college football podcast, not NFL. But he lost in that game, and then the next year made the playoffs. And then I think he either got fired that year or the next year. He got fired. They fired him
for what?
I don't know. He made the playoffs 3 years. I made a good playoff run 3 years in a row. And then I don't quite remember if he got fired after the third or if there was a fourth year where maybe he underperformed. But yeah. To be fair, I know all this because I used to like the 49ers. That was back when they had Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman, Dante Whitner. Like,
what was that, Jimmy G?
No, Jimmy G was... Yeah, it was Colin Kaepernick. It was Alex Smith.
I was thinking that's Alex Smith.
Jim Harbaugh was there when Alex Smith got hurt. Kaepernick comes in, plays crazy out of his mind, and takes the job from Alex Smith. But I'm pretty sure it was like Navarro Bowman and Peyton Willis, Dante Hittner is what they call him. Dante Whitner, like, those are solid guys. They all left. They've retired. And then he had a bad year, and they fired him.
Well,
he's not going back to the 49ers. He's not going back. Broncos, maybe. Vikings.
That's the only thing I see him going to is the Broncos. I mean, the Vikings are doing
good for y'all
for themselves. I don't know.
He's a good coach.
Yeah, he's a good. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Broncos like I should.
Yeah, we got to talk about Michigan, though. Dude, these kids, and here's why all right, when you look at a lot of people, and we call them the old heads, they look at college football as how it used to be and say nothing can change. And
Yep.
so, although I agree, there's some transfer portal stuff that I don't care for how it works. When anybody tells me, well, kids shouldn't just be able to leave, why? Coaches can just leave. And so you're telling me that these kids, I say kids because they just graduated high school, and they've got 9 kids from this 23 class that are already enrolled. It's January 2nd. They early enrolled.
And imagine the thoughts that are going on through their heads as they're getting the same notification that I just got, on top of
Yeah.
whatever other rumors they've heard around school.
Yeah.
I mean,
And once you sign that letter of intent, I'm pretty sure you have to get a release from the university to go somewhere else. I don't think you can just leave.
I don't think the University of Michigan is going to just hand those out either.
That's a bad look if they don't, though, right? I'm not saying that matters, but that's a tough look.
I mean, if they don't, it's just the 2024 class is like, all right, cool, let me bounce
tank.
real quick. But I mean, the
It'll tank.
2023 class could very much well be screwed, depending on how the university wants to handle this if he does leave.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's also one way to look at it, saying if you're a 2023 guy, if Jim Harbaugh leaves, we can expect to see a mass exodus of transfer portal exits.
Oh yeah,
and so these 2023 guys might be in a great opportunity to come in and play right away.
Yeah.
So there's also that, but you commit when you commit, you're committing to a coach, you're committing to a scheme, a coaching staff, you're committing to the strength and conditioning guy. I mean, it's the whole thing. People say, "Oh, well, I want kids who commit to the university." No, you don't. You want kids who are fully bought in to the football program. And yes, it's important to love the university. I think that kind of puts that extra fire to really do well for them. But these kids are committed to that staff. If Jim Harbaugh is out, honestly, here's what I expect. I expect Harbaugh to leave, probably take maybe a defensive coordinator, maybe an offensive analyst, whoever he goes with him. And then whoever the next head coach is, it's not even a guarantee that he wants to keep the rest of the staff that Harbaugh doesn't take. So they're going to bring in a whole new. I mean, it's just. These guys are.
The new guy could come in and also pull scholarships too if it's not people that he wants.
That's true. And so if that's the case, then that's how you get out of that letter of intent. They say, hey, you're not on this thing anymore. Here, you're free to go somewhere else. But 9 early enrollees, 14 more who have signed their letter of intent, and 7 guys who have transferred from another program to Michigan, hoping to be a part of of Harbaugh's team next year. So, that's 30 guys. That's 30 guys who have bought in to what Michigan is building. And if Harbaugh leaves, and don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Harbaugh. You do it, that's the job you want to take it. That's fine. But we can't take it too hard on 19, 20-year-olds who want to try their hand at another program when coaches leave like that. As coaches want to leave and they leave, and we don't give the same argument of, well, you're giving up on the team, you're quitting, you don't want to compete. No, they do. Now there are some times I don't like JT Daniels. Why is he leaving West Virginia again? Come on now.
Because he saw that freshman came in and outplayed him.
That's true. And he don't want to compete. He's like, I'll just go somewhere else.
My thing is though, is that I got 2 things. One, okay, so do the players just go up to the new coach and be like, hey, nothing, no hard feelings against you. I just committed to play for Harbaugh, and that's what I wanted to be with because that's what I fit in with. What does that coach do? Does that coach lose 4 and 5-star commits and some probably 2 or 3 3-stars?
You have to.
And my thing is though, who in the world is going to go be the coach at Michigan? Like, there's not.
It'll be a high profile job.
Exactly, but who is going to come fill that spot though? Because what big guys? Don't say Dave Aranda. I know you're going to.
It's people like Dave Aranda it's Baylor fans need to watch out, right? It's people like that who's like, okay, you're good. Now, I will say I don't think Dave is a prime guy right now after the season that y'all had, But
I
if this
don't.
had to happen last offseason, I think so. I
I
think
don't think
Dave
he would go
Miranda
to the
was
Big Ten either. I feel like he would be more of an SEC kind of coach, just because that's where he came back from, probably.
why? Why? But you always talk about how weak the Big Ten is. Why not go over there and just dominate it then? If it's that weak, just go dominate it.
Because
But I
that's
don't
not
think.
the school going. That's just him.
Yeah, but if he's such a good coach, he should be able to go do that. I don't think Dave Miranda will go. I don't think he'll get the offers anymore. I think this season
I hope
showed
not.
okay.
I
I
like
think
Dave. I still like Dave.
whenever we do our Big 12 coach rankings, Dave will not be number 1 next year. He
I agree.
might make it to number 4 or 5.
I like Dave.
That's not the video. There are other coaches though. Matt Campbell would have been on that list 2 or 3
Yeah,
years
would have
ago.
been.
He's not there no more. Matt Rule, interesting enough that he's already signed with Nebraska.
Nebraska. That could have been a pretty good pickup.
He would have.
Possibly.
I mean, he would have been. Even a guy like Deion Sanders, if he wasn't already. This is the problem. Is this is so late in the year to have this turnover?
Yeah.
That it's like it's gonna be tough. I would be surprised to see if Michigan's able to get a like solid, well-known. Who knows? Maybe they go after Jeff Traylor. We've been saying it over and over.
Maybe they
Jeff
go after
Traylor.
Ed Reed, since Ed Reed's in the coaching game now.
I didn't know.
I
that.
doubt it, but
I
yeah,
didn't
he's
know
at
that.
a really small school.
I don't know. Jeff Traylor, I think I saw a thing on him a couple of weeks ago where he said that he wants to coach at UTSA for the rest of his career, but something about if they can't put the money together for NIL or something, he'll never be able to compete there.
Yeah, probably.
I saw a thing about that, and so that could be Jeff Traylor. I think every time a high priority jobs come open, you and me have said Jeff Traylor. He's the guy. He's the guy.
But would Jeff Traylor's big, high-flying offense fit in with the Big Ten, though?
Why not? Ohio State just threw the ball all over Georgia.
That's about it, though.
Maybe.
It's Ohio State.
But maybe I don't see why not.
I don't see why you don't take a chance at it.
I don't understand why conferences are like how a specific like the Big Ten is just known for running the ball. If that was me and I went over there and said, all right, they know we're going to run the ball. Let's slang that rock.
Yep.
But I'm sure there's more strategy and in-depth things to it than I understand. But I think Jeff Traylor could be successful over there. Looking at their
we're just
transfer
trying to be those
portal
couch
guys,
coaches.
dude. I mean, they've got in the portal a tight end, a quarterback, inside offensive lineman, offensive tackle, inside offensive lineman, linebacker, edge. They've got
quarterback.
Jack Tuttle from Indiana, AJ Barner from Indiana, 2 guys from Stanford, 1 from Coastal, 1 from Nebraska, 1 from Arizona State. And yeah, man, I mean, some of these guys, like this offensive tackle, Miles Hinton, he's 6'6", 308 from Stanford. And, it shows you like what they came into college football rated versus what they are now. He's improved his game. Like he has gotten better. He went from a 9.0 to a 9.6.
Dang.
The quarterback went in at a point 9.0, 0.84. Now he's a 0.93. So he's gotten, better at Indiana, and they're all immediately eligible. That's
how it is nowadays with how the transfer portal works. Is like everybody's eligible. Yeah. Unless you're JT Daniels, which I don't know how he's eligible. Because he's transferred to like 4 different schools in 5 years.
I don't know. But one last talking point. Who's going to hit the portal for Michigan? Is it going to be Donovan Edwards? Is that his name? Donovan Edwards?
Yeah. Probably. I mean,
do you think he leaves if Corum's going to the draft? You think he leaves?
Corum's gone. That would be the one reason why he would stay, is that he's the number 1 running back at the best team in the Big Ten, which is
he might be better than Corum.
Yeah,
he's got 1.2 yards per carry more. Now he's got 100 less attempts. Still 140 attempts. Still at 7.1. It's pretty solid.
He's crazy good. I mean, he played good against TCU as well in this semifinal game, but their defense was not there. That's why TCU dropped 51 on them.
Yeah,
But
and I
I don't.
think any senior who has had a really good year and was considering coming back, if he leaves, he's gone.
No,
I
yeah,
think
they're gone.
Michigan's not going to be very good next year. I don't think
It's
they
very
will.
possible. I mean, this could affect Michigan for the next 3 years potentially.
Or more. Depends on who they hire. If
Yeah,
they get
I
a
mean,
bad
depends on who they
hire,
hire.
if they get a bad hire, I would say it's 4 years minimum because, right, you get 2 years with the guy. And if you
Yep.
fire him after 2, then you got a brand new coach coming in. You can't expect immediate success. So
Yep.
maybe year 4, but it might even, I
Not
mean,
everybody can have a Sonny Dykes.
right. Yeah. And not everybody gets Matt Rule in year 2 or Dave Aranda in year 2. I mean, a lot of times it's more
We've just been getting lucky.
like a Steve Sarkisian where you suck in year 1 and then you're good in year 2. I mean, it's good. It's not great. It's a
Hmm.
B. So I don't know, man. This is interesting. Michigan is one of our big 6 teams. So, and
Yep.
if y'all have watched some of our videos on Michigan, y'all know Daniel Greco, one of our good friends. He's a big Michigan fan. So,
I'm interested to see what he thinks about this whole thing.
yeah, I need to text him. I
He's
need to
probably
text him
got a
and
whole
see.
lot more insight than we
I
do.
wonder. There's probably already been a no. There's not been a text. Man. Well, with that being said, y'all do us a favor if y'all made it this far in the video and like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh
Click the
yeah, let
bell
us know.
to make sure you
Let
don't
us know
miss.
some other things that y'all want to see, and other schools y'all
Yes.
might want us to cover on some breaking news.
Yes, for sure. And lastly, make sure y'all read this bottom line, right? Give Casey Crutcher a call at 903-948-5195 over at Rollo Insurance. He was able to save me and my family $40 a month on our home and auto, and he offers more than that. He offers life, health, and business commercial as well, and he covers the states Texas, New Mexico, Utah, Georgia, Colorado, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. So give him a call. He can probably save y'all at least a little bit.
Oh yeah,
But with that being said, appreciate y'all rocking with us. Oh.
signal.